that one.
But
But it's not impossible. Transforms into a cat.
You know what's not a magical girl?
Mm.
D&D. But it
Yeah,
could
I
be.
mean,
No,
Yeah.
that's actually a Pathfinder class.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me, honestly.
No.
Like, yeah. But hi, let's get this show on the road. I think RB is joining.
Vivian.
We're back.
RB is gonna join us soon. So we're here for episode 5 of season 2. Season 2? Is it season 2?
Yeah.
It's season 2, yes.
Episode,
because we have longer seasons in this campaign. Episode 5 of season 2 of the Skyheart. Now with 100% more massive in a new home. Everything hurts.
Is your stream live? Because it's not showing up on my thing.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah. My stream is live.
You haven't posted a link to it yet in your server.
I haven't posted a link in the Discord. There we go. Hi. Hello. Yeah, there we go. I am a professional streamer. That I'm not a professional streamer. I am a scuff VTuber, and that is all that I am.
That's okay.
And that's okay. But hi, I am here joined by my wonderful friends, playing Verdite, the cleric, Cobalt, Scottzilla.
Hello.
Playing Chelsea, the sorcerer, Dragonborn, we have Savian.
Hello, everyone.
Playing Nim, the paladin elf, we have Ocean X.
Hi.
And he's not here, but he's probably driving somewhere and then calling us eventually. We have playing Cathis, the overpowered monk, judging by last fight.
An under-alcoholed monk.
An under-alcoholed.
The robot slayer.
The robot slayer. We have Raining Blades. Hi, everyone.
Whoa, it's like he's here.
Yeah, I can do RB impressions too. It's not just you, Scott. But yes, hi. So,
I think I was muted when I said hi, everyone.
Oh
no,
we heard you. We heard you.
Oh, okay.
I heard.
Yeah. So, in the previous session, which has been 2 weeks, but I have the memory of an what has a good memory? I forget. Elephant. Yeah, there you go.
Elephant, yeah.
Yeah, I have the memory of an elephant. I remember everything that happened in the last session. The party went to search for a new candidate for their engineer for the ship. They didn't like the first candidate. He was kind of an asshole. Plus, it was proving to be more of a hassle to get him into the crew than he was worth. So, Garion, thank you so much for the biddies. But he was proving to be more of an asshole than the party was willing to handle. And they were also kind of distracted by the most adorable professor that Nim has ever laid her eyes on, apparently.
But
and
why?
His bitch.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any
of
of
a
that?
wife.
I hate her.
I mean, you can always go back and kill her.
I am going to kill her.
Okay.
That is a promise.
Okay.
That's a Nim promise.
That is a Nim promise. But yes, the party decided let's ignore the lizard men and let's go for the Minotaur engineer. So the thing with the Minotaur engineer is that he is aside from just being an engineer, he's also an archaeologist, and he was supposedly exploring some ruins off in an island named Copper Island, where the party made landfall. Kinda. You made landfall with the small ship, and found. He was under attack by a giant excavating automaton, an ancient machine from a bygone era. The party fought the excavator. They destroyed the excavator. The excavator kind of destroyed itself in at certain points because of some blow redirecting. And then after defeating this large excavator, they learned that not only did he accidentally activate the excavator, but he will join the crew, but only if the party goes into the ruins that he was trying to access and retrieves the ancient core that is believed to be at the center of these ruins. He did say that this was a mining facility, an excavation site now, but it used to be a mining facility in ancient times, belonging to the forebears, the ancient civilization that came before the cataclysm, before the islands were risen up into the skies, and the world became poisonous. The surface became poisonous.
That's crazy how forebears made their own civilization.
That's probably why it didn't last, because there's a lot of work for forebears.
That's true.
There was not a time I mentioned the forebears that you fuckers don't make fun of it. And
That was pretty good, though.
Called them the forebears. Like
That was pretty good, though. It was pretty quick for me and Osha, right? That was pretty good.
Is Goldilocks there too?
I want to cry.
I'm sorry myself.
Are you?
I tease because I think it's fun and cool.
Yeah, you tease because you love, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, listen.
Wait, we're fighting 4 bears?
Apparently. Well, no, they're not around anymore. They're
First
not
of
around
all,
anymore.
you have a very undeserved hero point from Cello.
Yeah, fish.
Yeah, from Fish from the other campaign.
Hi,
Second of all,
Fish.
RB is here. Say hi, guys.
RB.
Hi, everyone.
There we go.
Hi, RB.
Mm-hmm.
1 point for a soul.
1 point for a soul. Oh, Cello just redeemed kill a PC.
Oh no!
What?
Who?
Didn't that happen last week when Massive couldn't play due to lack of internet?
True.
You get it?
Aren't
His
you?
PC got killed.
Aren't you so funny? You're so funny. Oh my god,
hilarious.
you're hilarious. You're hilarious.
Well, if I must, I've got backup character ideas.
I'll get the character
Okay,
sheets. Hang on.
Cello.
I'll get the character binder out.
Cello, you just killed Verdite. Good job. So
Bye.
Verdite, as you
Bye.
enter this mine, rocks fall, and you stub your toe, then trip and break your neck.
Oh no, but
Let's be honest.
anyway.
Let's be honest. If any PC, randomly died out of nowhere, it would be Kethis from alcohol withdrawal.
That could happen at any moment.
Yep. So, to finish the recap. Oh, Scott just left the call because
Scott's being funny.
Good job,
I
Scott.
live.
Yeah, 'cause he's dead.
Very funny,
Oh,
Scott.
he's back.
Very funny, Scott. Okay. Let me finish the recap. So, the ancient civilization whose name is now forbidden and never to be mentioned again, had this mining facility. They had excavators. The party found the ruins. They were directed, and they said that they would go get the ancient core. So that's your mission right now. You found a facility. You found the entrance. You passed by an inactive excavator automaton, and you reach the end of a tunnel where you see these big, thick doors. These big, thick stone doors with this crystal off above the doors and several inscriptions in a language none of you understand. And that's where we ended last session, and that's where you're going to resume, where you're just in front of these doors trying to figure out what to do next. RP.
Let's go. Okay.
Yes.
Not RB. I said RP, like role play. Play
I was
D&D.
No, I genuinely thought you said RB.
Oh
and
my
were
god.
Talking to.
Yeah,
no,
I thought you
actually
said
genuinely
RB,
thought
and I thought you said RB, and I thought you were about to ask me to roll for
Speaking of which,
Constitution
thank
or
you for
wisdom saving
reminding me.
throw.
Actually, thank you for reminding me. Actually, it's a new session. RB, roll for.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It hasn't been a day yet. But yes. So, what do? You're in front of this big, thickums of a door.
Is it CK or CC?
It's CC.
Oh, oh wow.
That's pretty thick.
That's
pretty
extra thick.
Damn, girl.
Mm-hmm. She flat as hell.
How is she flat but thick at the same time? It makes no sense.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. It's a mystery of science.
Mm.
It
It's a
doesn't make any
thick door,
sense.
but the door itself is flat.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Science,
I mean,
bitch.
maybe
okay,
there's like some arse cheeks on the other side that we can't see.
Maybe.
Okay, so
Maybe.
it's like there's runes on the door and like a bunch of language that we
Yes.
don't understand.
There's a bunch of
or-
language that none of you would understand. This is an ancient language that none of you possess. Probably from the ancient civilization, whose name will never be mentioned ever again in this campaign.
That's a shame.
It's the language of bears.
Oh yeah, the five bearers.
Whoa.
I thought there were only 3 of them.
I can. Okay, no, listen. Scott aside, because Scott is a recent addition. Sev, Osho, RB, how long have we been fucking playing?
Quite a while.
Quite a
Longer than
while.
I've been streaming.
Yes. So I've been
Long
streaming.
ago, when the pyramids were still young.
God damn it! I've been streaming for 4 years now, and I think we started the campaign early into my streaming career, so it's almost like 4 years. Can't you
4
stop
years,
mocking?
4 bearers.
So I actually recently went and like had a look at our first D&D session.
Oh,
Cute.
It's so like we're all so different. Like
so different. Like,
yeah,
everyone.
no,
everyone-
obviously no offense, massive, because it was a lot earlier into stream, but like it was so much more scuff.
Oh God, so much scuff.
So much more scuff.
It was horrible. I remember it. I remember
It
it,
was
well.
it was like
You must have
charming, but
remembered
it was
what
definitely
optimism was like back then.
Oh, I will say this.
Mhm.
From that first session, my favorite part was everyone in the police precinct. Me trying to introduce the characters, and you all just talking, and just going way in another direction that I was trying to maintain it in one direction, and you all just.
Railroad them, massive. Railroad them.
It was session 1. There has to be some railroading.
All aboard.
Yeah.
But
but
what
yeah.
if we want to do this though?
So, all right, so doors with
Doors,
runes
yes.
that Kepis knows nothing about because
Yeah.
this is fancy magic stuff, probably.
And there's also a crystal up top. That's pretty much it.
Oh, shiny.
Hmm.
Does the crystal
Yes.
like? Does it look like it's like glowing or powering anything, or is it like decorative or?
How about I'm gonna make Kethis, because I know you're driving, so I'm gonna roll for you. Kethis is gonna do an investigation roll and see what he determines from this crystal. How about that?
With my incredible intelligence score.
That is a
this will be
12.
fun.
E.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
I mean,
That's pretty
It
good.
doesn't. Well, if it's for decoration, it looks good. But you get the sense that it might be for something, because there's some like etchings connecting it to the door, but it's not glowing. It seems inert at this moment, so you're not sure what it might be. But it looks more than just decoration.
So,
Could I investigate for
anyone-
like any kind of obvious like just levers or like keyholes or like ways to open it?
100%. Roll me an investigation. Nim gets down on her knees, down in the dirt, and starts
Hey, Raiders!
looking
Hi,
at
Woody
the
Gibbs
corner.
Wing. Mm-hmm.
Nim gets raided, and she sees nothing.
Mm-hmm. She's too distracted by the raid.
Too distracted by the raid. Yeah, no. With a 5, she sees nothing.
Can I cast Mage Hand and give the door a push
Of course.
from where I am?
Of
From where
course.
everybody, so that everybody else is a fair distance away.
You cast
Yeah.
Mage Hand.
Yeah.
This it looks like one of your hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this tiny cobalt claw just floats off towards the door, gives it a push. Nothing seems to happen. It's a door. It's stuck.
Hmm.
It's not. It refuses to open even though you're pushing.
Okay.
With your able to lift 5 pounds of things strength.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, I mean, I'm not into this magic stuff. I mean, that crystal looks like it could have something to do the effect
Did
on
he
the
try
door.
pushing it open?
Yeah. It didn't work.
Verd I tried with Mage Hand.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried
but
with
did he
Mage
try
Hand.
pushing it open?
You can definitely give it a try if you want.
Nim is going to try.
Okay, Nim. You're the mighty one, right?
Mm.
Nim, you
I'm really strong.
roll me a this would be a strength, just pure ability check.
Okay.
I want to see there is a hero point.
How spectacular that you fail.
That is a 12. Do you want to use
Mhm.
the hero point or do you want to keep the 12?
Do we want to use the hero point, gamers?
I don't think it's going to work. But
I don't think it's gonna work either.
Okay, then we won't.
not that I don't trust in your crushing strength, Nin.
Okay, so you all see as Nim puts one hand on either side of this door, and begins to push, and her feet starts to drag, slide across the cobbled floor, and it won't budge. So it thickens.
I don't think it's opening.
Okay, but did we try pulling?
Oh, that's what it was. It was a pull door.
There's no handles.
Curses! It's not a pull door.
That's why it's so difficult to pass, because you have to pull the door without handles. Genius. Anyways, is there anything else besides like nearby, like not on the door itself, but like off to the side or something like that? Like there's all those like things that are extending, like runes that are extending from the crystal. Do they go anywhere else besides the door, or is it kind of just?
No, they go from the crystal to the door. There's an excavator outside, and there are markings all along the walls, but it seems to be in the language you don't understand. Like these big, you assume are words or letters of some sort, but you don't understand what they might mean.
Okay. I'm just gonna try this. Chelsea's gonna come up. She's gonna like touch the door.
Mm-hmm.
She's just touching the door, seeing if that does anything.
Okay. What's passive perception? Kethis. All right. She touches the door. Nothing seems to happen when you touch the door. Kethis, you're standing back. When Nim did it, you also saw this. But when Chelsea does it and touches, it confirms it. The crystal gives a faint red glow for just a moment and then fades out.
I wonder if this sort of like, if there's some sort of sensor where it detects like who has access to get through. You know, like it's like I don't know, red means bad, so you access denied. Maybe we have to get like some sort of
Well, if that's the case, I don't know how we would get in. I don't know how any
Maybe,
of us would
like,
have access.
pull the excavator over and see if we can trick it the door open.
Oh, that's not.
yeah.
a
I
bad
was gonna
idea.
say that.
Does
we
it
could try
have
if we
like the
get like
crystal as well?
You'd have to investigate the excavator.
Can we investigate the excavator, please?
You can definitely get close enough to investigate the excavator. Chelsea just making a sprint for it.
Meow.
All right, and Verdite just hangs back just in case. Verdite pulls
Sure.
out his candle, pulls out
We'll
his
call it-
candles.
We'll call it that. We'll call it that.
Yeah. All right. So you do see it's the same type of excavator that you fought before. But this one is not active. You do know that the other excavator had some glowing gems in different parts of its body. Seemed to be some kind of energy transfer system. Powering different parts of the body. As for this one, because the other one was completely wrecked when you fought it and you were in the middle of a fight, so you didn't actually study it too well. But now you can all, either all of you roll investigate. Actually, any of you proficient with investigation?
Not me.
No.
No.
None of you are smart.
Nope.
But I'm not there.
Oh,
but
we're
also
not
no.
detective pirates.
Right, you can be there if you want. Do you want me to move you?
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
I think most of us dumped in.
Where am I going?
You're
Oh my god! What is happening?
how about
Don't
I
fight
just do
Don't fight
this?
the DM, kids. Don't fight the DM. DM has
You-
absolute control.
You'll always lose.
Absolute power.
Unlimited
Power.
Anyway, so all of you can roll an investigation.
I love unlimited power. It's like my big
Boy, I
thing.
love rolling something I have no bonus in.
I love clicking the button and rolling for
I
dual
love
dice.
rolling.
the
Oh
fuck
my
So
up,
god!
much fun.
Barbie.
It's so much
Oh my
fun.
god! Oh,
Man, shut the fuck
That's
up,
like-
Barbie.
Oh, I got an 18 as well.
18,
17.
18, 21, 4.
17, 18, 19, 6.
Well, of
Wait,
course,
wait,
Kathis
wait,
can't
wait,
investigate
six.
it too well. RB's driving.
RB, you're driving. Kathis is distracted by.
Look, Ethis does not do this fancy magic stuff. The fact that he noticed anything about the crystal is already like light years ahead of what his standards are.
This is true. All right. So first of all, Chelsea and Nim, both of you start studying this excavator, and you realize something. First of all, it's inert, but there's still some energy going through its.
It's a nerd,
Yeah,
but it still has energy.
I heard.
It's a
nerd.
nerd with energy. Yes.
It's a
Are
nerd.
Nerd.
Are you all proud of mocking your DM? Is that what makes
A
you
little bit.
smile?
Yes.
little bit.
Massive.
For
You
being
bully
honest.
me, and then you tell me I do it out of love.
I never bully you. When have I
You had a
bullied
squish
you?
Oshio button for a
Frequently.
while.
Ugh. Okay. Anyway, so Chelsea and Nim, you all see that it is inert. It does contain some power, as if it's in stasis, as if it's ready to activate if it's mishandled, damaged, or called to activate. This is what happened with the previous excavator that attacked the engineer. This one, because of your very gentle handling of your investigation,
You were so gentle.
yes, and because all of you rolled so well, Kathis didn't wake it up. Because Kathis
Nice.
rolled a 4, and he would have waken it up if all of
No.
you didn't roll so freaking well. So I'm just gonna say at one point Kathis was about to pull something and one of
And we
you
were
just
just like, no, 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 no.
Exactly. No. No,
Do not
does-
pop it.
no
Hey
activated.
guys, what does this do?
Gethys
Ooh.
is gonna like step back and be like, all right, clearly out of my depth.
All right. But yes, so you do see that there are several crystals. Like I said, you identify that they are conduits for energy. Basically, they are the things that accumulate magical energy and then spread it through the automaton itself. But Verdite, you do realize something as you're investigating, and you adjust your glasses, and you get a closer look. You do see that between the gaps in its shell, there is a larger gem that resembles the one above the door, and it also seems to be inert.
Can I use my tiny kobold hands to reach inside and snatch it?
Okay. With a 21, I will say you can
You notice the buzz saws?
No, I will say you can definitely attempt it, but with the knowledge that if you make even a slightest mistake, you might actually trigger its awakening, and it will activate and fight you. If you make a mistake doing it. Translation, if your roll is bad enough, that's what you're going to do.
Okay. I'll just relay that to the rest of the party. So I have an idea. It might work. It might go south. Just get your weapons ready. Arm yourselves. I'm going to try something. I would like to try and grab the gem. Well,
Okay.
remove the gem safely.
Do you have any engineering tools?
Ooh, probably not. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know if any of us what it is.
No.
I mean, you're kind of
Sorry, what was the question?
If Verdite has engineering tools.
I've got woodcarver's tools. I've got no. I bought those for my friend, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you gave them away.
For Fizz. Yeah, I gave them to Fizz. I shouldn't have those anymore.
You do not have those. You have
don't
a
have my
quill
woodcarver's
and a
tools.
small knife.
I've got a small knife and a
Yes.
book of shadows. That sounds interesting. But yeah.
Who doesn't love a small
That's
knife?
a weird thing for a cleric to have.
No, it's strange, huh? Anyway, moving on. Let's not dwell on it.
Yeah, that's not. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna let you do an Arcana check.
Okay.
Depending on your roll, you might have disadvantage on the next roll.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm just going to roll.
Mm-hmm. That's an 11. All right. Do you want to use the hero point?
What do we want to use the hero point, party?
I mean, worst case, you get disadvantage, and then you can use the hero point to cancel it out.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Unless do we only have one hero point, or has the chat been so generous as to give us two?
You can't. Well, no. There's no second hero point right now.
Chat.
Well, I mean, like, as if we used it on the Arcana check, and then we were able to possibly use it on the actual roll to remove it.
Mm-hmm. There's currently no hero points because nobody cares about the heroes.
That'd be wild
What
if
do you
someone from chat.
If Kathis isn't making rolls to stay sober, chat, this is good.
Well, I'm gonna call it if there's no hero point in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Chat the
1.
timer.
There you go.
Let's jam.
Oh no! Now I wanna listen to it. It's
That becomes the
it's just one of the best opening musics of all time. Okay. Focus. So, Verdite, you're gonna have disadvantage on your roll. It's gonna be a pure dexterity ability check because you don't have proficiency with engineering tools or anything of the sort.
With disadvantage, you say?
with disadvantage. You can use
But
a
you
hero
can
point
cancel out with
to
the hero
cancel
point.
it out.
Oh, can I use the hero point to cancel it out
You
and get
have
that
to
nat
you
20?
have to do it before you roll, buddy.
Oh. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to turn a blind eye and say, do you want to use your hero point to cancel out the disadvantage and now roll a normal roll?
I will roll it normally.
There we go. Okay.
Massive is so nice.
I'm so...
Oh, it's actually worse than it was before. I mean, nothing happened before. What are you talking about?
Nothing happened before. What are you talking about? Okay. Here's a description of what you all witness.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
So, you
At least
all
it'll
get
be a
your...
lot easier to take the gem when it's dead, I
Mhm.
suppose.
You
Don't break it.
all get your weapons out while Verdite climbs on top of the little big automaton, the big
Little
automaton.
big automaton.
And here's what
Yeah.
happens. You see him put his little fingies inside the gaps.
Fingies.
My
Mhm.
little cobalt fingies.
The little cobalt
For
fingies.
grabbing.
You see him put his arm down to the shoulder inside and starts rummaging inside. Verdite does not notice as all the lights across the automaton turn up, and suddenly fire erupts within its core as it activates. Verdite, first of all, you're going to take fire damage from having your hands inside it.
Oh no.
Verdite, you
How
take 10 points of fire damage.
Points of fire.
This
That's
is
my
your-
temporary hit points gone.
Yep, this is your whole arm almost being singed, but because it's your temporary hit points, there's a layer of magic around your arm that actually protected you.
Nice.
But you pull
That
it
is-
out as the automaton, ladies and gentlemen, wakes up and stands up. Pushing... Actually, no, Verdite, you're still on top of it. Haha.
Oh.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Ugh. Sorry, guys.
Woo!
We tried. I tried.
Okay, so I have a, since I can't actually look at it, I think I have a feature when I can roll, like when I roll initiative,
Yes.
I think I can be able to replenish my focus points, I think it is, or...
Let me check. Uncanny Mentalism. When you roll initiative, you can only use it once. You can regain all expended focus points. When you do so, you can also heal yourself.
What?
Yep.
Monks are crazy.
Monks are
Yes,
so good.
I will do that.
You're gonna do that. All right. So you gain all your your focus points.
Yes. Please.
not all your hero points. Shut up. And you also heal for 6. So you're almost at full HP actually.
That's crazy. I didn't know monks could.
Damn.
I didn't know monks could do that. That's really cool.
Monks be
Is that a new
crazy.
thing, or is that
I love the new
A lot.
monks.
Yeah,
is that new monks?
it's the new monks. Monks be crazy, y'all.
Monks do be crazy. That's great.
Okay, so
Monks be wild then.
monks
wild.
be wild, and yes, that is actually the more the more appropriate term. Right. So another excavator activates and begins to fight all of you, but Kethis, you're first. You're about 10 feet away from the excavator.
All right, Kethis is gonna run in, and I'm gonna start with Fury of Blows.
Of course you.
There's actually a reason for it.
Flurry of blows. So, first attack, unarmed attack. That is a 2. That is a miss.
No.
Second
Is that a
attack.
miss?
That is a 15. That is also a miss.
Nope.
This worked out so much better last time. Normal attack.
Normal attack. That is another 2. That is a total of 8. So, Kethis
All right.
rushes in, punches, and just hits armor. Every single punch hit armor. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope, that's all I got.
Chelsea, it's your turn.
All right. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, robot.
Oh no! A robot. Can I easily attack this thing without hitting Verdite?
Yes.
Okay. It's time for me to break out my new cantrip.
Verdite is very, very
Whoa.
small, and
Yeah.
the thing is very,
Like
very
I
big.
just so small.
Ooh, so your hands are covered in lightning as you reach out, touching it, and electrocuting the device.
Oh,
Verdite, you feel a slight tingle.
if I had hair, it'd be standing on end.
Mm-hmm. That is a hit. Go on.
Roll my damages. Spoon.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And because of the cantrip, they cannot
I
do
can-
attacks of opportunity.
Yep. So I
Alright.
back up.
So you back up. Anything for bonus action, or are you done?
No.
Okay. Verdite, you are currently on top of it because you were trying to get its gem.
Trying to steal its wonderful gem.
Ride it!
Ride the robot.
You can definitely try.
Could
What?
be a mecha.
Don't tease me with combining with a giant mech. That's not fair.
Could be a mecha.
I would like to.
Well, I will say this. Roll me an investigation, Verdite, since you're so close.
Okay.
You notice a cockpit that is cobalt shaped.
Cobalt shape.
So, Verdite, as you're
Yeah.
there, you notice because when it awoke, its plates shifted. If you were to try, there would be enough space within its inner circuits for a cobalt. You don't know about controlling it, but at least you can climb inside if that's what you want.
I could climb inside and do some damage. Yeah, can I crawl inside? Will I be cooked alive if I crawl inside? Is a better question.
I mean, Joseph didn't say it would be a good idea. He just said you could do it.
Listen, all I will say is when it woke up, there was fire coming out from within it.
Yeah. Would I get any kind of advantage or bonus to firing a witch bolt at it point blank into its guts?
Actually, you have disadvantage.
Actually, because I'm too close. Because I'm close.
You know what? If you climb inside, I'll make it an automatic hit.
Oh. Oh, now you're tempting me, sir. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna climb in the robot. I'm gonna get in the robot.
Okay.
Get in the robot, Verdite!
Or Nim will have to pilot it again.
Get in a fucking robot, Verdite. Well, before you roll,
Okay.
let's see if you actually are able to get in the robot. It's not a high DC, but it is an acrobatics check.
Oh no, you left that part out. Okay. Poop. Oh.
Are you serious?
I apparently am serious.
What did he roll?
Not good. A 4, in fact.
Oh
Wait,
no.
Are the hero points on cooldown for some reason? Give me a moment. How are the hero points still on cooldown?
I have this when I come and watch your streams and I try and give Fish a hero point and it doesn't work for like longer than 10 minutes sometimes. And I'm like, I just want to give Fish a hero point and I sometimes cannot.
No.
Let me
Which
see.
we like sometimes.
let me see what's the cooldown on hero points real quick.
And Fish needs hero points because last time I was watching it, she was getting drowned by
Holy
water
shit.
elementals.
I put it at 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
No, that's too long. It's down to 5 minutes again.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're able to get some hero points now.
Okay. Well, what do I get?
Oh,
You know what? You know what?
Massive has been scamming us out of hero points.
Because of that, I'll allow you to re-roll as if you had a hero point.
Legend.
Also because I want to see what happens.
What is it? Acrobatics?
Yes.
I'm climbing this robot. Just you wait.
Jesus
Oh, it's
fucking
worse than
Christ,
last
it's
time!
the same roll.
I just want to
Get in the
climb in the
robot,
robot.
Verdite.
So,
I'm
Verdite,
trying.
here's what happens. You try to climb in it. It literally reaches out, grabs you, and throws you into the ground full force. You're going to take damage. Verdite, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
22. Yeah. Ow.
Yep.
Ow.
You're prone on the floor. What are you doing?
Oh no.
Actually, you're here.
Well, it'll take my action to stand up, right?
Yes. Not action. It's just half movement.
Oh, okay. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to cast Misty Step and get the frick out of there.
Okay.
That's with my bonus action.
Actually, it can't do opportunity attacks right now because I use Shocking Grasp.
Oh, that's
You don't need to
true.
waste your spell slot.
I will not use a spell slot. I'm going to
You
run
get to
away.
help both of us.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm going to
wanna-
run.
Do you want to dash? Because you only have 15 feet of movement left.
5, 10, 15. I'll just move because I'm going to turn around. Can I attack him? Can I hit him with a cantrip or?
You can definitely hit him with the Witch Bolt if you want. Any spell you want to use.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'll try and hit him with the Witch Bolt since we're doing it normally.
I mean, I did primarily get Shocking Grasp and use it there to, like, get myself out of combat, but I'm like, Verdite also probably wants to not be there, too.
Yeah, I'd like to not be in killing range.
That would be nice.
Speaking of killing range, though,
Pew pew.
is that a hit?
It's a 21. That would hit like a red dragon.
Yeah, let's go.
A very gay, very depressed red dragon.
Oh.
He felt better at the end.
Yeah, you got it. He got his boyfriend, so yeah.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
Previous campaign.
No.
Yeah, I
you're fine.
assumed.
God,
I
this is
assumed.
exactly what it sounds like.
The party
Why are
practically.
you bullying a gay dragon? That's really uncool.
They went there to kill him, but instead
Yeah.
they
They found him
rescued.
a boyfriend.
They rescued his boyfriend.
Oh, I see.
It was
Boyfriend.
That was a
We
giant.
rescued the from a tower.
yes.
The dragon. His boyfriend
Dragon
got
in a
rescued.
tower. That's crazy.
No. The boyfriend was.
No,
in the
the
tower.
dragon wasn't in the tower. The
Oh.
boyfriend was.
Oh, I see.
That's what
I
happens.
That's 18 points of lightning damage.
That is 18 points of lightning damage. It hurt. Ow.
Zip zap zoop. That'll teach you to throw me at the floor.
Nim, it's your turn.
Stupid robot.
That's me. Oh,
That is
okay.
you.
So, I already had my big cool glaive out.
Mhm.
Right? I think Nim's just gonna do a big stab with a big cool glaive.
Okay, gonna try to stab at its inner workings.
Big stabby.
Here we go.
Big stabby, no whammies.
I love big stabby.
Is that an actual 20?
Natural 20!
Nat 20, big stabby.
That is a
Ooh.
big stabby.
We got the
Back
big.
to back, nat 20 Chris for
Mhm.
Let's go.
But you know what I would like to do with my
I
nut 20?
Get a feeling I do, but go on.
What if I did that? Yeah. Okay, let's crit.
So
Whoa, holy crit.
when you roll damage,
Mhm.
put 2d8 in the additional damage, the little box that appears, and then roll critical. It'll roll everything.
2d8. All right.
All the dice. Let's go.
Critical hit.
Yep,
Here we go.
Oh no.
that's a lot of dice.
It's quite a few die. That's
Oh, dice.
25 damage.
25 points of damage.
As Nim raises her glaive, and the tip of it kind of like is enshrouded in these like green light and runes as it kind of like glows with this like almost sunlight glow, which she then brings down to cut through its metal body like butter.
I will say this. Verdite, the spot you were trying to climb into has now been broken into by Nim.
Ooh, you made a bigger hole for me. Thank you.
The
Amazing.
DC to climb inside is significantly lower now. All right, Nim, you still have a bonus action and movement if you want to do anything.
No, I'm pretty sure this smite was a bonus action.
No. Oh, yes, it was. Sorry.
I mean, I'll take one if you're gonna give me one.
No. You have movement. Do you want to move?
Okay. No.
Okay. Nim, you are now designated as high priority target. It turns to you, raises its excavating is grinding
Try it.
gears, and it will. It very much will. It's going to try to hit you.
Whatever.
Whatever. Natural 20.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Whatever.
It's a miss.
Okay.
It's 16.
And she leaves the call.
Second attack. Oh, that's not a natural 20, but that's close. You take. That's maximum damage. Holy shit. 12. You take 18 points of force damage.
Yeesh.
Good lord.
And you're gonna have to do a strength saving throw.
I can do that.
You're big and strong.
I can do that.
That
Strong
you are not knocked prone. You stand your
Woo!
ground.
Damn.
All right. So the
That
excavator
the best you got.
affirmative
She
raises
getting
fist
sassy.
again. Kathis, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing at it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Unarmed. Ooh, that is a hit. 24.
That's a chunky hit.
Okay.
Chunky.
That's 7 points of damage.
Chunky. Oh.
And then I'm gonna do another hit, but no fear, just a normal
Okay.
unarmed attack. Bonus action.
That is a hit. Not chunky. That is a 6 damage.
Yes.
So you do two strong haymakers, punching it where the armor has been shattered. Chelsea, it is your turn, my dear.
It is my turn. It's time to go to the old bread and butter that they have graciously bequeathed to me in
Pew pew.
in 5.5. Missing with Sorcerer's Burst.
Yep, you definitely missed with Sorcerer's Burst.
Alright.
Is that all? Alright.
Yeah, I don't want to pop and need sorcery. I've only got 2 of them per day.
Mm-hmm. Verdite, on your turn, you notice the lightning crackling around your fist, and the thin line of electricity that goes from your fist to the automaton.
I am going to close my fist and hit him with the automatic lightning blast. Pow.
6 damage.
It was nearly a 1. I'll take a 6.
Still it's chipping away at its defenses. Anything else you wish to do?
That
I
was my
believe-
bonus.
Yeah, I believe that's a bonus action now.
Yeah, that was my bonus. I'm just gonna move back a little bit.
Aw. You're joining
Strategic-
Chelsea.
Strategic retreat with Chelsea in the corridor. I think
Yeah. That's
my
cute.
turn.
No action?
Well, I mean, I'll hit him with an Eldritch Blast if I'm allowed.
Of course, it's an action.
Okay.
Because
When I say that, I'd like to actually cast it, please.
it's not actually casting a spell. The
the
witch
bonus
bolt.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
just continuing to activate the current spell.
Cool. I will hit him with an Eldritch Blast then.
Go pew pew. Is it not allowing you to go pew pew?
It's just telling me what the pew pew does, but it is not enabling the pew pew.
Okay.
Uh,
Something happened. Give me a moment.
Hang on, I'll cast it from my actual spell book rather than the little quick thing.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if that actually works. Why isn't it doing it? Why isn't it letting me cast the Eldritch Blaze?
Let me see if I can fix this. Eldritch Blast.
Oh, it was my Eldritch Blaze.
Eldritch Blast. One creature area. Why is it not allowing you? That is so weird. Okay, how about this? Roll for me. Just a d20, and then we'll do it. We'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Roll a d20. Although, what's my proficiency?
Your proficiency is +5, so that's a 15. That is not a hit. Roll another one.
It's not.
Oh no, you only fire one, right?
Yeah, I'm only fire 1 at the moment.
Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it after this session.
Okay.
Okay.
That is me done then.
Okay, Nim, it's your turn again.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay. I think Nim is going to, seeing the success she had before, attack with her big glaive again.
Swear to God, if she crits again.
That would be really funny.
Ooh, hilarious.
You're a little bit funny.
Nope.
16.
Nope. Just barely enough to hit.
No.
Nope. That means it's a hit. Just barely enough to
Oh.
hit.
Oh.
I said
Sorry,
nope to the critical hit.
Oh, that's why I was okay. Okay. Regular damage, I suppose.
I guess.
Oh no. Oh well, I actually rolled minimum damage, 5 damage.
Nope. All right. Any divine smite or just that?
Not on this, I don't think.
Okay. Bonus action.
Bonus action. Nim is going to bonus action. Yeah, she's going to bonus action lay on hands
Ooh.
on herself
Of
for
course.
8 points,
Okay.
and this heal up to 26.
There you go.
Hooray!
Hooray! Guess whose turn it is? Targets identified. Eliminate. Eliminate. Swinging down its mighty grinding fist.
Hey, wait a sec. I barely did anything this time.
Yeah. But you're still a high priority target.
You're the
Yeah,
prettiest.
I know. No, you're right. Yeah, I know. I am
Yeah.
the prettiest.
That is a hit. First attack.
Mm-hmm.
Nim, you take 11 points of damage
Okay.
and have to do a strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I can do those. I did one earlier.
And you succeeded earlier. Not
yeah.
this time, though.
Do I have any hero points?
Nope. No hero points on the field, which means, my friend, it has advantage because you're now knocked prone.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Ugh.
Ew, that is a hit.
Not a crit, though, it sounds like,
Not
which
a
is
crit,
good.
not a crit, not a crit.
I'll take not a crit.
So that's another 11 points of force damage as it just barely
Ugh.
swings down at you while you're on the floor.
Ugh.
All right.
Good thing I healed myself for 8.
Yeah, good thing you healed yourself, because damn, you're at 4 HP. On the floor, bleeding, beaten by this giant robot. But it's Keth's turn. Go
Hey,
off.
like, I need someone else to, like, carry some of this weight, not just me.
What's that? I can't hear you from in the corridor.
Kethis?
Keth is gonna punch the Keth is gonna punch the thing.
Alright. Normal punch. That's an 8. So miss. You're just aiming for armor. Like it's not working as you intended.
Yeah, okay, second punch.
Okay, second punch. Ooh, natural 18 for a 24. Dealing 6 points of damage.
Alright, and then as part of my attack, can I push it back 5 feet?
It is against the wall.
Never mind. Can I push it up against the wall anyways to be like, hey, back off, my friend?
Yeah. Sure. You
Are
also
you cabadoing the robot?
he is cabadoing the robot.
I don't.
Whoa.
That is so romantic.
Yeah, that'll be it for me then.
Chelsea, it's your turn.
I think it would be a good idea to up things a little bit to help take down this robot a little bit faster. Just because things are starting to turn a little hairy.
It looks severely damaged, like barely functioning, but yes.
Okay, well this doesn't do all that much damage, but it hits.
Ooh. That is 9 points of damage. Nim, as you are on the ground, this thing is raising up its fists, its grinding, twisting fists, swinging down at you, and then these 3 magical balls of energy just shoot past you, over your head, hitting the automaton. And suddenly it stops moving before it gets to swing at you completely. And shuts down.
Let's go.
Good job, everyone.
Good job, Chelsea and everybody.
Yeah.
Alright, now can we try and get the crystal out?
Definitely. Who's going to try to get the crystal out?
I mean, it worked so well for me last time.
Is this like another like Ness,
Verdite,
like dexterity
Verdite.
type thing.
Hmm?
This
Yes.
Do that thingy that makes it harder for you to get killed before you try that again.
Yeah. Well, speaking of not being killed, I'm gonna.
you're gonna false
I'm
life.
go- No, I mean, I will false life, obviously, but that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I'm gonna move over to Nim
Yeah, you need help too.
and give Nim help, but I can't move. Right, features.
Free
I would
movement.
like
There you go.
to cast Cure Wounds on Nimbly, please.
Go off.
I don't want the
Nim.
chat description.
Mhm.
Verdite moves towards you and reaches out with his little cobalt hands towards you.
That's 22 points of healing
Damn.
with my modifier added onto the 14.
Yeah.
Actually,
You're very
Oh my
welcome.
gosh.
no.
Be careful.
Verdite.
Hmm?
Keep in mind, you're casting it at the second level.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, because you're using pact magic to cast it.
That's true.
This means it's 4d8.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh my
Hold,
gosh.
please. Additional healing incoming. So that's 25. That's 30 HP back.
Well, it's +2, right?
Is it? What's my? It's my spell modifier. What's my spell modifier? Where's my journal?
It's not your spell modifier.
How much
it's-
does Cure Wounds heal these days?
It's
Jeez.
it starts at 2d8, and every
Yeah.
additional level, it's another 2d8.
And plus
Holy
my spell
crap.
casting ability modifier.
So +2. So
Yeah. Okay. So +2.
So that's
So-
15, 25, 27. Nim, you
Yeah,
heal for
27.
27.
Okay. Nim looks good as new, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nim,
I'll also cast Prestidigitation on her armor to clean it slightly.
and now Nim looks
thank
good as
you.
new.
Be more careful. Be careful when fighting giant robots, please.
I was being careful. I was protecting all of you from it.
Well, you did a good job.
Thank you.
But just be
Thank
careful
you for
inside.
helping as well.
Okay. So, Verdite, you reach in, you're the one who reaching in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You reach in, and I'm not going to make you roll anything. You can just grab the crystal and pry it out. You do see a couple of cables that are torn from it,
Mm.
but it's deactivated, so you don't need to be careful as long as you don't break the crystal, and you're pretty careful.
Okay, I'm just going to hold it up. Right, shall we see if this will let us into the door? Is this what we needed? I feel like this might maybe help us, possibly. And I'm just going to make my way back down the
Perhaps.
corridor with it.
All right, I'm going to move all of you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to win. Oh, I didn't win.
No, you were dead last. All right, as you reach the corridor, as you're about 5 feet away from the door, suddenly the crystal in your hand lights up, the crystal above the door lights up, and the doors begin to slide open, revealing a chamber before you.
I think I'll keep this crystal and give it to Fizz when we get back.
Aww.
Put it in my pocket.
That's so sweet. So you now have a crystal. A magic crystal. All right. So before you is a chamber. It holds, well, it's not a huge chamber. It's all still has a relatively high ceiling, high enough for the excavators to go through. And you see it has multiple tables and multiple stools, all made of stone, with some engravings upon these tables. You also see that there is a door that seems to be another double door, big, thick double door, that also seems to be open. leading to another corridor. Do you enter this room? You can move your tokens freely.
Oh. Nope, I collided with a wall apparently. There we go.
Can I say something unrelated?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My tablet driver just crashed,
Oh no.
Oh no.
so I can't draw for the rest of stream.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
I know, I was doing an emote. I'm sad.
Did you save at least?
No, the tablet driver crashed.
Oh,
So basically my
right.
tablet's not working. And I can't make it work again unless I restart my computer, which obviously I'm not going to do right now in the middle of
Aw.
stream. Anyway,
Anyway,
don't let me distract from D&D.
Okay. Well,
I just needed to say that because
Yeah.
it's bugging me.
aw,
Rip.
Rip. Rip. Was it Rip and Pepperoni? Yes.
Yeah.
Rip and pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Rip
Alright.
and Pip.
So, I'm gonna. I forgot to move. Kathis. Kathis, you're moving. Yay! You're inside the chamber. Right.
Oh my gosh, hi, Kathas.
Wall. Kethis is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Is Nim flirting with Kathis?
No,
Okay.
it's like sarcastic.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I too was joking.
That's somehow even more devastating.
That is.
Okay.
Anyway,
So, like, where are you going to, I mean, there's a passage over there.
yes. There is a passage down here. I see that Nim is taking the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Nim, before you see another corridor. Up ahead, there is a smaller door, and then another corridor to the left.
We should probably, be checking this place to make sure there's no traps and stuff.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Anybody get that?
Well, the one going ahead, the one going in front is the one who can check for traps.
I mean, I can do it if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are words.
What sort of role is that?
That is an investigation.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm fine with it. 50.
Damn, 15. All right. So, two things. First of all, you actually see there are. First of all, you don't spot any sort of trap. You also realize this was a mining facility. It's very unlikely that there would actually be traps laid out.
Oh, okay.
For something like this. You actually see there's some wall sconces over here.
Well, I suppose hazards then that we just
Yeah, no hazards either. Seems to be very well maintained. Actually, with a 15, you start to realize this is too well maintained for something that has been here for.
There might be more things still active here, keeping
centuries.
it out.
Yes. You also see these wall sconces. They give a little bit of light, more than indicating that there's some magic.
Let's go in.
All right. So you see this corridor. The corridor to your left, as you're going down this one, you see it leads into an open area, kinda that you see. Has dirt, and it also leads to a circular, the entrance to a circular chamber of sorts. But up ahead, there's also a door.
Well, let's check this door first.
Okay, Nim.
Okay.
Just getting close to this door, you already hear a humming coming from inside this door, as if something is active inside.
Okay.
You open the door, and what you see is this triangular room. You see in the middle, there's this large metal device that is humming with several cables leading up to other boxes that are affixed to the walls.
Do I have any idea what this is?
Roll me. You can roll an Arcana
Can
or
I
a
help?
History. I'll allow.
Can I
I'll
help?
allow
Help
either.
with them?
Yeah.
Better at one of those,
It depends. Which one
which
are
is
you?
history.
History.
Well,
Verdite, do you have proficiency with history?
Yes.
Then Nim, you can roll that with advantage. You can roll that again.
Have proficiency with Arcana.
Yeah. I also have a proficiency with Arcana.
Still 21.
Still 21. All right. So, Nim, this is a. How should I put this? You've read some history books because I assume because you were forced to, not because you wanted to, but your education was actually really good, and you saw a lot of information about ancient civilization ruins. You've seen something in here that's similar. This is a conduit for an ancient core. It's not the ancient core itself, but it's something that transfers energy from an ancient core somewhere into it and then powers up other devices. It's like a wireless transmitter. It needs to be wired, but not to the core itself. So this thing that you are witnessing, that you are looking at, is powering something within these boxes on the wall.
Okay. Are they like openable?
They do seem to have hatches.
Nim is going to look inside one.
Okay, so Nim, you open one of the little boxes, and inside you actually see a small spider-like object. It has four legs, but that look like spider legs, and it has a bulbous head, and it seems to be connected to the cable that is leading into the box, as if it's being charged.
I don't know what that is.
Roll me another history to see if you saw anything like this in your books.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is. It's a spider bot.
There's some spiders or something, and they're being charged by the
We should
device.
we should just like close the store and ignore it.
Yeah, I think we should just leave this one. Let's look somewhere else.
Okay. You close the door.
Don't want weird
Let's go see what this big room is.
Okay. Verdite, you're following?
Yeah, trying.
Okay. I love when you guys make car noises while trying to move. All right. So you find what is essentially the mining portion of this mining facility. This seems to be the mine itself. You do see two other excavators. Two other inert excavators. And this seems to be stretching deep into the island. You don't actually see, even with your dark vision, you don't actually see the end of this tunnel over here.
Huh. Well, we should leave those things alone unless
Yeah. Let's look in the room over here.
Or we need more magic rounds.
First.
Okay. Yay.
I can't open the door.
This door, big surprise, is locked.
Does my
Does it have a crystal above it?
crystal work?
It does have a crystal above it. And Verdite, do you hold up the crystal?
I will hold up my crystal.
Okay, you hold up the crystal,
Crystal.
and it lights up, and you hear it unlock.
Ooh. Ooh, this looks-
Inside this circular room, as you enter, you all witness a large device. You see magical inscriptions glowing underneath this large metal structure. And perhaps the most impressive thing about this metal structure is the fact that it's been here for thousands upon thousands of years. Yet there is no hint of damage or rust to the structure itself. The tubes leading from it do eventually seem damaged and rusted over and destroyed, disintegrating even. But the device, the core itself, seems to be intact. And you see through a little window a cube floating, vibrating, radiating with energy.
Hmm.
Your studies, Nim and Verdite, since you have proficiency with history check with histories, I'm not even going to make you roll. This looks like the ancient cores that you've seen before. Cube-shaped devices that just radiate energy.
This looks like it. How do we get it out?
Okay.
All right, what's the likelihood that we take this and suddenly the whole facility goes haywire and we need to get the hell
Very
out of
high.
Dodge?
Very.
Yeah.
Right then. Let's be quick about it then. Is there anything else we want to, before we try and, pull a whole Indiana Jones, is there anything else in here that looks interesting and note?
You want to search?
Yeah, I just want to look around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have Kethis roll an investigation. You have a -1, dude. That is a 10.
Look, Monk is mad. I had to dump half of my stats.
That is a 10. Aside from the device that you spot, you don't see anything. You do see that it is radiating energy, so it's active. It's probably what's powering the excavators and the lights and the other devices that you spotted.
Are when we went through all the doors, did the doors stay open or
Yes.
was it like, okay. All right, everyone, ready to run like hell?
Yeah,
Hold on to your butts.
I'll be back here near the door.
That's a great place to
All
be.
right,
Do we have like an escape plan?
Run.
Run!
Run faster than Nin.
Great escape plan.
Run faster than
Do
the
we
long
have
leg.
anything that could like lock doors? Like
I
that
think
one with the
magic
weird
like
little
that
spider
exists,
things in it?
but I don't have it.
What do I have in my bag of tricks? New.
Okay, well, I mean, we can just go. Like,
Yeah.
which one of us can go the fastest?
that'd be me.
Yeah.
That would be
Who
Kethis.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. My plan was kind of to just have Verdite grab the box since he has that, magic, defense ability, everything, and then I was just gonna grab him and run like hell.
That's a good idea.
That's a plan.
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds good.
let's do it.
Okay. Verdite. I guess Verdite and Cathis are the ones approaching?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Verdite, you may approach the device. Verdite, as you reach the device, you see the little window, and you do see there's a latch on the door. Doesn't it even seem to be locked? There's just a latch that allows you to open the little window.
Is there any kind of warning signs around it? Any kind of anything on the walls?
Or
or
like
anything?
triggers or traps that will set off if we open the door.
Roll an
Well,
investigation.
more
Verdite.
just like more just like. Can I see any writing anywhere?
Roll an investigation. Damn, 21. All right. You
I might be
see.
able to.
So here's the thing. You don't understand any of this ancient language. But it doesn't take a genius to understand that there's a lot of writing all over the little window. Big letters.
Can I cast comprehend languages and understand it?
You 100% can cast
I just
comprehend
remembered
languages.
that I have comprehend languages.
That might
I
have
would
been
like
useful.
to do
Seems
that.
like a
It would have been
really,
very useful.
really useful spell.
Yeah, it would have been super useful like
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes ago, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway,
Pretty useful, like an hour and a half ago. The start of
Uh-huh.
session when we had rooms we couldn't read.
Fucking
Uh-huh.
love this. Okay, so first of all, you cast
Listen,
comprehend
I've got a lot-
languages.
I've got a lot of cantrips. Okay.
You all see as Verdite casts comprehend languages. You don't know that it's comprehend languages, but you see as he starts to touch these letters, and there's understanding reaching into his eyes. He is understanding the letters right before your very eyes. Verdite, some of the letters are indeed warnings. Warning, danger, warning, do not touch. Level 3 clearance required. And there's also another one that just says core housing unit, and then another smaller message under it: do not touch.
I think we might need another crystal. We might need a better crystal compared to the one. Can I hold up my crystal to the thing and see if it does anything?
Yes, you hold up your crystal to the little window.
See if it does anything.
And the light
Am I left?
Actually,
Am I level 3?
the light inside the core turns red. And then stops and goes back to normal.
I think we might have to come back. We might have to find another one of these crystals if we want to take this thing out safely without... There's a lot of warnings on here, and a lot of them are saying don't touch, but it does say that if we have level 3 clearance...
Understand it?
I can understand it for the next minute or so.
Oh, okay.
Can you go see real quick what clearance this crystal is based on the door? I guess it's a level 1 clearance, a level 2, like...
Actually, it's not just a minute. It's for an
It's-
hour. I can read this language for 1
Yeah,
hour.
it just takes 1 minute to read
Yeah.
a page of text.
Yeah, but it lasts for an hour.
Do you want to go all the way back and read the doors?
Yeah, that might be worthwhile. I'll be right back,
We
guys.
probably need to read the door we just entered.
No,
Anyways,
yes, actually, yeah, you can go outside and read the door you just entered. So you go outside, you see all the letters around, and it does say, first of all, up over the door, it reads core chamber. And then next to the door, it says level 1 clearance required.
Just as I thought.
Ah, crap.
I think we're gonna have to find some kind of, maybe there's like a boss robot in there somewhere. If we can work out which one is in charge, maybe we can take its crystal and get the core out without exploding.
All right.
I'm assuming it's an explosion. I didn't read that.
How are we feeling rest wise? Do we need to take a breather and
Oh, I'm good.
I've got one. No, I don't have any spells left now. I don't have any slots left, but I'm okay health wise.
I didn't get hit the last couple of combats, and I didn't use much. And not much that I could really get back.
Actually, Verdite, you have one slots left.
Do I?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because Witch Bolt is a.
It's a innate casting.
all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then let's keep searching for a bed and take advantage of this Erudite's newfound ability to read.
Yeah,
And,
turns out I could read all along.
The greatest
Good job,
power,
buddy.
reading.
Okay.
So that means we have to go down probably the scary death corridor.
I mean, there was a door which wasn't necessarily a death door back at the in the first room we came in. We could try that first before we go into the unseeable death tunnel.
No.
Yeah, let's see what that door says. Well, let's just see what the doors say.
Yeah, maybe if my crystal won't open.
Maybe it'll actually say, instead of death corridor, it will say hallway of flowers and bunnies.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that be a turn for the books?
Ah, yes. The famous hallway of flowers and bunnies in every mining facility.
Every mining facility.
If this mine is up to code, it'll have one.
Uh-huh.
But you just have to find it.
It's
Left
too
it all
old.
in that place.
So,
This is a new code. This one was grandfathered in.
Just before it closed down.
So you're all going back to, I assume, this door?
Yeah.
I guess I can move you all if it's easier. There we go. Oh, I thought you were going for this door.
Oh. I mean, we could try this door while we're here.
Okay.
And I'll go here and hold up my crystal.
This one actually wasn't locked.
Ah, my crystal worked.
This is the
You
door.
all saw it.
This is the door with the boxes. You touch, because now you can read, apparently. So you touch the letters and you begin to comprehend what they say. It says, dismantling unit battery room. Caution.
Dismantling unit. Okay, we need to be careful in this room, guys. This is a battery dismantling room. Okay. Right, so there was the big thing in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then the casings on the walls that we... Where was the spider that Nim found?
Nim...
In the casing.
Yeah,
in
this casing.
And it was just doing its own thing.
It seemed inactive.
And is there any writing anywhere else in here that I can see?
Yes, there's writing on the casings and on the generator.
Could I have a look at the writing on the generator first?
Sure. You reach the generator, you touch it, and the writing just says generator.
I found the generator.
Okay.
I'll read this one's casing.
This one says dismantling unit number 1.
Huh.
The other ones also say dismantling unit, but with different numbers.
They follow suit. Okay. So these things are called dismantling units. I vote we don't get dismantled. I vote we leave and go down, I suppose, the tunnel. Was there a room in that first chamber at the top?
First
we
chamber,
didn't
yes,
go in.
the one with the tables.
Yeah. Let's go check that door first before we go into the tunnel. Whoa! Oh, my mouse has gone super strong.
Ooh.
I crashed into a wall.
I mean,
Crunch.
yeah, should be careful.
Crunch.
I don't appreciate the car driving noises and then
God.
followed by crashing noises while I am driving.
Well, don't drive
I'm
like
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
don't
It's
drive
fine.
like a race car. You'll be good.
I'll
Verdite,
keep that in mind.
each table seems to have writings on it, and the walls have large writing on it.
Right. I suppose I'll check the tables first.
Okay, the table says workstation number 1.
Okay. And I assume they all follow suit and they're all.
Yes.
Okay, so these are workstations. What does it say above the door?
And above the door says workshop A.
Can I hold up my crystal to see if I can get it?
No, there's no door where you are.
Oh, is there not? Oh, I thought it was a door up there.
No, this is just a light fixture.
Okay. I may have imagined a door, but if we go, I think we should probably go down the scary tunnel now.
The scary tunnel.
We'll probably
there
get-
any
Let's see what
on like
scary tunnel's even called.
the robot things we fought?
Oh, on the one that we killed.
Yes.
Yeah, or the ones that are like turned off down here.
I'll have a look. Let's have a look.
Mm.
Is there anything I can see? Maybe there's a giant off switch. That'd be nice. I mean, I know they're already off. You know what I mean.
They are currently inert. Yes.
Right. I will go up to this one and see if there's any writing on it. Any kind of indicator of rank, I guess.
Yes, there is some writing on it. So this excavator says excavator X5B.
X5B. Okay, and
There's no like giant label saying self-destruct button or
yeah, that's
anything.
what I was hoping for. I don't see one.
Not on the inside, no.
They must have worked that design floor out. Does this one have any writing on it?
Yes, excavator CL3.
L3.
You
Okay.
check the one out front.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we can. Am I alright to do that, Massive? Or just
I will say
run?
this, for the sake of time, you remember that the symbols are the same except for the last two, so it's probably excavator something.
Right. Well, I can't see any kind of rank, so I don't know what.
Not on the
Whether they-
outside, unless you want to pry it
Yeah.
open and check.
Well, it could be that excavators are all on the same level and that there's a different kind of
That's
robot
what I
that's
was.
like a level above.
I was assuming there would be a big robot, but maybe I'm assuming too much.
Well, we still haven't gotten down the tunnel of flowers and bunnies, so
True. Shall we check the tunnel, and then if the tunnel's no good, I can come back and climb in one of these robots and hopefully not get burnt to death?
yeah,
Maybe.
let's check the tunnel.
The tunnel seems to stretch on far beyond our dark vision. This is a deep mine.
Okay. I think I will. Oh. Hmm.
Any of you fancy magic users create light?
Yeah. I can cast light. I will cast light.
Okay.
Oh wait. Will that? No, if I cast that, will that?
It's not concentrate. Comparing languages is not concentration.
Oh, okay. Then I will cast
Plus,
light.
keep in mind,
Nice.
it's a ritual spell. You can just take 10 minutes and cast it again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So, you cast light. I want you to roll. I'm gonna allow you to do an investigation roll to see if you can, without prying it open, read what's on the inside by casting light inside it.
Okay. Cha. Oh, that was nearly a nat 20. That was nearly a 20 and it rolled over.
A 10 is enough, though.
Let's go.
You put one eye inside the crevice and you start to, and you actually not one eye, actually you have to touch writing to read it. So you put one arm inside the crevice and then start to put your fingers across some of the wording. First of all, when it touches, it does say, it says clearance level 1. So you have that going for you. It also has several other instructions like don't touch this, warning, danger, for several parts. Actually, as you're touching, you start to get a sense for what parts of the inside of this automaton you can touch and trigger it, and what you cannot touch that will definitely trigger it.
Right. Okay.
This means if you're trying to take it apart later, I'll allow you to have advantage on your roll.
Okay. Can I do the same with the other one?
It's just the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. What if it isn't a level? What if? What if instead of one level 3 crystal, we just take 3 level 1 crystals from these excavators? Maybe together they'll be enough to activate it. Perhaps
That would be a terrible security system, and I'm not sure that would work.
I don't imagine that's how it works. Like, if you want to access, like, higher rank, like, documents and stuff, you don't just gather a bunch of, like, lower rank people.
I suppose.
You need, like, a higher rank, like, access.
Well, I suppose that only leaves the tunnel then.
Or it's either that or, like, the, those, like, spider things.
The dismantler units.
Maybe those have clearance.
What if we see? My assumption was that if we trigger something wrong, they wake up and they try and dismantle us. But maybe that's not right.
My thinking is that if this is if we're supposed to have these excavators just have level 1 clearance, and we're looking for a level 3 clearance for something that apparently powers the whole facility and is covered with warnings. It's a big deal. I mean, there was a lot of dismantlers in there. I kind of doubt that you hand out that sort of clearance and such a wide variety to a bunch of different robots. It makes more sense to me that maybe there's 1, maybe 2 or 3 robots that might have that clearance, considering of how big of a deal it is,
True.
I mean, again, what's the kind of purpose of of security if all you have to do to shut down the entire facility is just, beat up one little dismantler robot or something?
Also, did the thing not try to open? Does it not open, or
What, the
did
core?
you just say
The core housing unit? No, the little window only has a little latch.
yeah. Do we even need this to do that, or to just maybe not? Get the place angry at us.
I suppose I could just mage
I
hand it
mean,
out
we
of there.
could try and reinforce it, but we have no idea what that might do to the core. I mean, it might have a safety mechanism of activating and alerting
did
all
it have one of
robots.
the did it have one of the like little crystals that's above the door for even detecting us having like a level 3 crystal?
Not above the door, but
No.
when Verdite held up the crystal, the inside lit up as red, rejecting the crystal, and then turned off.
Okay. So I missed that. There was a magic thingy that said
Yeah,
no.
there was.
Okay.
Yeah,
something.
it did respond.
It said no. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then the word said need level 3 access, and we seem to have only level 1 access.
Well then, I
So-
guess we need to find level 3 access.
Yeah.
Mm.
We need to find the boss
Down the
robot.
corridor, down the hallway of flowers and book rabbits.
Yep.
Flowers and buttons.
Yeah.
Gather around anyone who needs.
Okay, that's
Anybody
fine.
else need? Anyone else need light?
Yes.
Aw.
I'm just going to gesture for him to come closer, and I'm going to place my hand on her glaive and cast light on it.
Your
Thank
glaive is
you.
now shiny. Shinier.
Oh, something I was thinking about in regards to this. Searching down this big spooky tunnel. Good idea,
Yeah.
One of these excavator things was also outside where we found our engineer prospect. That means that there might be someplace here on this island where we can find the thing, not just inside this area. So if we can't find it, doesn't mean it's not out there.
True.
It just might not be in this area.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's
Also, by
true.
the way, Nim might be the person who needs light the least, but she is going to have it anyway.
Okay.
Actually, I think all of you have dark vision.
You said the dark vision was too far for dark vision.
Yeah. Where
Well,
you
just
were
because you have
standing-
dark vision doesn't mean it's not easier to see with a light source.
Yeah.
It is because
Because-
if you don't have a large source, even with dark vision, you're gonna have disadvantage on your perception checks because it's still dark for you. It's just not pitch black. So,
Mm.
my friends, you gather up, you turn up your lights, and you venture forth into the mine trying to find this level 3 clearance, wherever it may be. But this is a good stopping point. So that is going to be it for tonight's session.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yay.
the session, Master.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
playing,
Thanks,
everyone.
massive.
Yay!
Woo!
I'm gonna go find someone.
We didn't die!
You didn't die. That was
We didn't
cool.
die.
There
I
were
nearly went down.
But there was there was a natural 20 in there.
Mm.
A paladin natural 20. That's like
Yeah, I did a
3
lot of
natural
damage.
20s.
There was even a kill.
I
kill
didn't even
PC
roll that well,
redeem.
but I did a lot of damage.
You did. You did. I'm so proud of all of you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Oh, sure. I know you have to do your thing.
I do indeed. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I
Do your
will,
thing.
Go
catch you all
on.
next time.
Yeah. And also,
Catch you on the flippity flip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Catch you in the
RP.
flippity flip.
See you next week where we will try to find more magic rocks.
Yay.
Yeah, more rocks for Verdite.
Woo!
More rocks.
More
Also,
punchy rocks.
bye.
Stop rocks.
Mm?
The real question is, will we actually get to skip to level 3, or are we gonna have to find a level 2 and then use level 2 to get to a place where we can find the
Yeah.
level 3?
Come on now.
Well,
Would I do
yeah.
that? Would I do
Yeah,
that?
maybe.
to
yes.
you?
Maybe. I don't know.
You do that if you wanted things to be very long and fun,
Me?
instead of very short and fun.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna raid. Bye.
I'm gonna head off. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Uh,
everyone.
Also, RB, have a safe drive.
Sorry, we upped security while you were gone. You now need a level 5 to open the box.
hmm But
The
yeah,
real reason everything is up kept well is because there's still a engineer who comes around every week to do maintenance, and he's like, "Hey, that's not right. This should
Yeah,
be level
for
5."
thousands of years.
Good, yeah, good thing I caught this. I wouldn't want some adventurers coming by and getting by
Aw,
with only
The
level
big
3 access.
Garion, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Bye.
It is.
Bye, Primo.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, but I hope you
I'm
all
also
have a
gonna go. I
Yeah.
feel like I need a little nap.
bye, bye,
Bye bye.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye, guys.
bye, 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 bye.